All right, we'll open the meeting of Scituate Board of Health Monday, May 4th, 2015. Selectmen's Chambers here at Town Hall. It's definitely after 7 o'clock. Take a motion to accept the agenda.
Make a motion to accept the agenda for Monday, May 4th.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do we need the microphone here? Is it missing?
There's a microphone right behind you.
Yeah.
There we go, loud and clear. All right, first item on the agenda, FOG, Variance Request. Greg Bukaris, is that pronounced? Bukaris, on behalf of Peter's Mediterranean Fresh Restaurant to be located at 105 Front Street.
Yes.
You guys can come up if you want, or you can stay there, whatever's comfortable. Welcome to the Scituate Board of Health.
Thank you.
Yeah, very welcome.
We're applying for a variance where we just started, actually starting the restaurant about a month ago. We're still in the process of buying our sinks, which are part of the grease trap plan. So I can't give you a grease trap plan yet because we haven't installed our sinks. We're hoping to have everything done in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
It'll be done by a licensed plumber. I'll have the grease trap in before the end of the year, and we'll put a plan together as far as what it's gonna be. It'll be an interior passive grease trap. We're a to-go restaurant. We have no hood, we have no grill, no griddle, no fryer, basically no grease coming out of our restaurant. We're gonna have, it's gonna be about maybe 10, 12 seats, no waitress service, it's all to go. 3-bay sink.
What's considered 105?
105 Front Street?
Yeah,
It's on the corner of, you said, where is it?
Yeah.
It's on the corner of Otis in front.
Okay.
Across from the liquor store. It's been a vacant spot.
Okay,
for
yeah,
about a year.
okay, yeah.
And I've been in the food business for most of my adult life. I've run food plants with over 200 employees. I'm aware of safety factors and, following the law.
Yeah, no problem there. The whole thing with the grease traps is we had some problems in town where grease was getting out of some of the restaurants. It was clogging up the sewer lines, backing up into other people's places, so we had to put some law into place for that. So that's why we're doing it. But I think where you are, there's probably no real estate with that building.
Nothing.
There's none, so we have to do a best-case scenario that we can in the building. So you have to work very closely with Ms. Keefe and the plumbing inspector and everybody else, so that's what we're looking at. And when we wrote those laws, we understood that with businesses on Front Street, that,
We're just concerned with, in your scenario, having a scheduled pickup of it. Scheduled.
cleaning and
Cleaning and
disposal.
Yeah.
Now, does it have any effect at all where I'm not a breakfast place, we're not doing bacon, there's no eggs, there's no fat really coming in. We're mixing lettuce and tomatoes and cucumbers together, and that's the, and then it gets scraped out, and then it gets washed.
Was the existing restaurant,
Was no restaurant.
Was no restaurant, so you're a brand new thing. I understand where you're coming from, we'd have to maybe look at it, but what happens
If I sell to somebody else?
Correct, or you look at the menu and say, Jesus really isn't flying in Scituate, maybe we're gonna try something different. Now all of a sudden, we're serving different food, and we have a problem. Where if you took care of this right now and spent a little extra money, so to say, then you don't have to worry about it in the future. Where we have a problem in the future, and then you gotta go back and say, well, geez, I just bought these sinks a year ago, and now I'm gonna take a bath on them. Because you're making me to buy the updated ones. So that's where I'm at, I have to foresee to the future, you know what I mean?
I understand that,
Yeah.
but the sinks that I'm buying,
Yeah.
the way that the grease trap is sized is by the sink.
Yeah,
So the smaller 3-bay sink that I buy, the smaller grease trap.
Yeah.
Whether you're doing lamb's legs or you're doing a salad, it's just the sink.
Yeah.
That's all
Okay.
that judges it, so it's,
Yeah.
it's the menu.
okay,
It's the menu.
Yeah.
But all I can say is that I guarantee I'll have it'll have to be a licensed system. I'll work with the health department.
Yeah.
And it'll be in before December 31st.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see any problem
Yeah,
with...
I don't have a problem with that.
Nope, just as long as you're right there with it, and, yep, if there's an issue, you can come back in before us. I don't see it, though, because she's very good at what she
No,
does.
you could ask her, I go,
Yeah.
I'm in the water.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, he's been asking a lot of good questions.
And that's all, we just don't want anything in the future. You don't want to see us again for something like this, and we don't want to have a problem, and just rather do it right the first time and be done. Yeah, and I want to see you successful in your business, and welcome to Scituate, and,
Thank
yeah.
you.
No, I want to make it as smooth as possible, but we got to protect our citizens too, so,
Okay.
and our infrastructure. So, do we need to vote on any on this for the variance?
To grant him the variance.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'll make a motion that we grant the variance from section number 28, regulation number 28 from the fats, oils, and greases regulations to the applicant for 105 Front Street.
All right, I guess second that, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So
Good luck.
so you and I will work together in the coming months. You'll provide me with the specs
Yeah.
for your internal grease trap, and then we'll work with the plumbing inspector to get you all
Yes.
squared away.
Yes. Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Hey, welcome. Nice meeting you. Thank you. Good luck. You're very welcome. Moving right along, item 2, 23 Pleasant Street, Title V Septic System Hearing regarding expired permit with Fidelio Rodriguez. How do you pronounce it? Fidelio Rodriguez, representing the property owner.
Correct. Property owner is my mom. I've got a letter here, got a original of copies as well if you need to keep them.
Sure.
Just saying that she gave me permission to come before you and speak to you.
All right.
So I'll just give kind of a quick little background on this.
I'm gonna look at that, but next time you do something like that, I get it notarized. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you need that notice, that's no problem.
Yeah, you know, I'm just, that's a better policy. Yeah,
All right, no, that's
Yeah,
fine.
cool.
That's fine, that's fine.
all right.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, so this plan had been approved a number of years ago.
Okay.
By Ms. Sullivan. It was subject to the Permit Extension Act. Its time frame expired just this past March. So this gentleman is here before you because the permit to install has actually expired. He is looking for the permit to be reissued and/or an extension granted of some form so that they may move forward on the project. I indicated that he could come in, speak to you as to why the delay in installation and why he would be requesting a new permit to be issued.
Nothing's changed, so I'll,
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
it's all the same.
Right,
Yeah.
right, there's no proposed plans. The local upgrades, which at the time were called variances, are listed at the top, on the right-hand side, I believe. So they're not requesting a change in the design plan.
Why wouldn't, if it, we just issue, how much is the permit? $150?
$150.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just apply for a new permit, is what I would say.
Yeah, I have no problem with it. It was approved before, and it's right here, approved and received, and it was what it was. It is what it is today. I don't think the laws, rules, or regulations have
Okay,
changed. I'm
yeah,
sorry you
yeah.
had to come in.
Yeah,
but
yeah, so
If we
let's-
didn't do that, then everybody else would want the free pass, so,
No, absolutely.
yeah, no. Do you make a motion? or-
Yeah, I'll make a motion that on 23 Pleasant Street, the expired permit, that I would, the Board of Health would approve the existing plan just based on a new permit application.
Yeah, yep, seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So what you'll need to do is you'll need to fill out a new permit application, submit it to me with a check for $150 made out to the town of Scituate, and then I will reissue the permit based on their decision here.
All right, perfect.
Yep.
Thank you very much, peoples.
Okay.
Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Get back to you.
Thank you.
Item number 3, 67 Greenfield Lane septic system failure.
So I just wanted to give you an update. There was very clear indication back in January that the septic system at the property was in failure. It was an old cesspool. It had been spilling waste down the front yard into the street and through a catch basin and out into the wetland across the street.
Ew, not good.
Water department, conservation, pretty much every department that needed to be notified was notified at the time. I sent them, the owners, a letter immediately indicating that they needed to have it inspected and pumped immediately, and that they needed to continue having it pumped to prevent the system from
Pollution and
right,
contamination.
from leaching out. So they indicated to me that they were working with Pete Spencer to do that. I inquired with them several weeks later as to the status. They have vacated the property. They're no longer living there. The house is in foreclosure. So I will be in turn sending notification to the bank.
They
So
were the owners?
They were the, yeah,
Okay.
so the property owners have vacated. The property is now going through the bank-related processes. So I will be sending copies of the letters that I sent to the previous owners to the bank, since the bank is now the responsible party, indicating that they need to repair the system.
Okay, so there's really no action we need to take.
There's no action. I
If
just
nobody, as
wanted
long
to-
as nobody's in the house, we really don't need to condemn it or anything like that, or just let it be.
Well, how are we gonna know if somebody does move in, though? That's the,
I've been checking it at various times of the day, various times of the week for occupancy, and I've also asked the police department to check on things, and they have indicated to me that it is vacant.
Okay. So I guess maybe we're, well, you're going to notify the bank anyways of
I
the
am.
situation, so we don't
Yeah.
have to officially
yeah. I mean,
do
but
anything.
if- But I think the bank needs to respond, otherwise we do need to take action, because whether somebody's there or not, it's still sort of a, you know.
It should be
smoking
fixed
gun.
when it passes
It's-
papers,
it's
yeah.
smoking- Well, but
Yeah,
who knows, there's really no notification to us that's gonna happen, right? I
Right.
mean, so I would think that, you know, if the bank, depending on the bank's response, we may want to look at that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we may want to revisit it, you know,
Yeah.
once I hear back from the bank. But at this point, I've just started the initial process to notify the bank of the situation,
yeah.
so that there would either be no occupants and/or at the time that they intend to sell the property, you know, proper Title V inspection is
How
done.
many times was it
file is
pumped?
It had not been pumped.
Had not been pumped at all?
It had not
okay.
been pumped.
Is it 3 times in a year it's cause for failure?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
And this would have needed immediate pumping and probably pumping.
Subsequent afterwards if it was used, yeah, yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Because it was failing, and to the best of my knowledge, there were maximum 3 people in the home at one time.
Yeah, so we'll keep this on the stove top, so to say, but just a back burner.
I had put it on the agenda prior to coming to the understanding that it was vacant,
Okay.
so it's more of an update.
Okay. All right, so we're good, no action needed?
No.
Move on. Item number 4, discuss, review private well regulations, comments, and recommended revisions from town departments and boards. I think we had one person that was going to come in, they are not here right now. We are down a member, so maybe we'll just table this for the next meeting. Are you cool with that? I don't know if there's anything, unless you want to discuss anything.
No, I'm fine with that, you know, I mean,
She had indicated that she was gonna get here as soon as possible and expected to be here by 7:30, so I can wait for her and let her know that we've continued the item.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, and that'll give us a chance to review it a little more in depth and have a full complement
Yeah.
on
Because
board.
did the water resource give us anything in writing?
They did. So what you have in the packet that I've just provided is comments from Bob Vogel's building department. That's the first by email. And then the second item you'll see is in-track changes, comments, and suggested revisions from the Water Resources Committee, provided to me by John Clarkson and one of the other members.
That's who JC10 is?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Every member, different members have numbers? I see JC4, JC5.
So those are his comments. So JC is the
Oh, oh.
commenter, and it's comment number 1
Okay,
through 10.
okay, so, okay, I'm an idiot.
So they are all his comments. My understanding is that they discussed these, and they as a group came up with these, but the member who is planning to attend tonight and hopefully will be able to attend the next meeting, wanted to be able to provide input or answer any questions that you had of them as a group.
Okay, well, we moved along a little quicker, and we'll put down a board member, and we've got the comments, we'll look at them, and I'm sorry to, if you had her cell phone number, I'd call her up and say, don't rush.
And yeah, and I'll try to make it back to
Yeah.
the office.
Yeah, and, yeah, we'll leave it at that, we'll just table it.
Sure.
2 weeks, whenever our next meeting is.
Yep, 2 weeks, 2 weeks.
Administrative invoice approvals, we did that, we're all set?
Yeah, thank
So
you.
meeting minutes are the only,
Oh, yeah.
jumping ahead.
Do you have them though? I thought you took them back.
Oh, I did take them.
I had sent those
Yep.
by email.
Yep.
I think I attached them.
Yeah, I didn't have any, okay, I guess we'll address, because I have Steve's, okay, we only have one set.
Correct.
One day. I have Steve's copy, which I guess is irrelevant if we're going to approve them. I had no changes, I would make a motion that we approve the minutes, unless you had changes.
No, no
Okay.
changes.
I would
That's,
make the motion that we approve the minutes for March 23rd of 2015.
Seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
That's it? Nothing new? Nothing old? Nothing in between? We'll leave it at that. Meeting adjourned?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Adjourned.
Thank you.